Hey guys, Michelle here again, back in the YouTube editor again. I wanted to just show you a little more details and maybe some other ideas that you can use this for. I've given you, the basics of how to make a video. You can, all the different, things you have for choices, your text boxes, your transitions, your music, adding pictures, and Creative Commons videos, and then also your own videos. First I'm going to show you is how you can take one of your videos you've already made. Maybe it was a very basic video and you wanted to add a little more to it, or maybe you want to make add a few videos together, whatever you want to do. Basically, you can take any of your videos that you already have and refresh them and give them maybe a couple extra slides, something like that, different music, anything to make them slightly different. And now you have a brand new video, even though your work, was cut in half because you already did the video and you just added a little bit to it. Now you can publish it and you have a new video, and you can add descriptions that is a little bit different. You don't want the exact same description. You just basically want YouTube to see another video. So if you're trying to, maybe you're doing an affiliate marketing thing, or if you're, it's your own company, but you want to try a couple different videos to see, how the keywords work. Anything like that, this is a great way to take videos, the work you've already done, and just reload it and refresh it and use it again. So how you would do that is exactly like you think. You take one of the videos that you want to use, drag it down, and maybe you want to change something about it. So maybe you want to add a title to it. So you drag that over. And whatever you want to say video Genesis. Okay, so you can do something like that. Again, remember, you can change the background color and the color. All right, so let's say you're doing that. And then also, you can also do this. This is another thing. If you wanted to add a picture, let's say you wanted to add that. And you want to add that, whatever, let's put it right here. You can add text to this as well, like you could for the video. You can do text on both of these things. Enable text, and maybe you don't like the slide down here where it says, Video Genesis is the boss. Maybe you want to get rid of that, so you want to cover that up. You can do that here. You can just say video, oops, rocks. Okay, something like that. You can take your banner, maybe you want to match it to his shirt. That's what I did. Go a little bit that color. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and make my text smaller, center it, and I'm going to change the opacity to solid. So now you cannot see what was there before. Maybe I want to make it a little smaller. And you see how I changed that. Now you've got the basic picture, but I've covered up that text that was on there. And maybe I want to try to make that a little longer. Remember, the potential for a thumbnail is going to be the length of time it's on here, it seems to be. A lot of times they grab it from, it seems like YouTube grabs it from the front end. But if you really want a thumbnail to appear, so say you want this, and you want that to be there at the end, and you want that as their thumbnail, you might have to add it to the very end and make it like 1.5 minutes long. I've tried that. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't. It depends. If this is a long video here, a lot of times it still pulls from that. I just had that happen. And what I did was then, the first time I did it, I thought it would have been effective and it would have shown up as my thumbnail. It didn't, so I just went in and did exactly what I'm doing right now and added a thumbnail at the end and made it go for 1.5 minutes, and that time it did load this picture on as one of my thumbnail choices. So if you really want something to show up as your thumbnail, the picture that everyone's going to see, you need to make sure it's on there long enough. And the best way to ensure that is like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes at the end. And it really doesn't affect anything, because if people, if someone's looking at the video, they're going to get tired of continuing to watch that, they're going to go to your call to action. So usually that last slide should be your call to action, or if you really don't want that call to action to be your slide, your thumbnail, then maybe make it the second to the last slide, not the call to action, and then the very last slide being the one you want to stay on there. So if this is the one you want on there, the best way to do that is to just make it long, and this is how you drag it out. Maybe like a minute and a half. You might get lucky because again, YouTube, Google, whatever, tends to take the longest. They take from, I don't even know exactly how they pick them, but it seems to be the longer it's on, the more chance it's going to be that it's going to be the one that they choose. And there's 3 choices, and you can't do anything about it other than just reload it and try it again and then delete the other ones. So we're going to go ahead and add a title here, and I'm going to change the background to match. And I'll say bonus. Just to have it say something different. Okay. Okay, and then music. If you just wanted music for your title, you can do that. So music's a little bit tricky. Go into the music. Drag whatever it is you want. You can listen to it. You can choose your genre, all the different ones, and just listen to them. And if you only want it to play in that beginning intro, then you can click on it and slide it shorter. Slide it to 6. Maybe 5.5. Okay. Something like that. You can edge it back and you can nudge it forward. If you see these little buttons right there, the little arrows. So if you really want to just say, okay, I want to get it right to 6. Okay, so you can do that. What you can't seem to do is to add music here and then not here where this is playing and then add it here. If I can figure out how to do that, I will let you know. But right now, I don't seem to know how to, be able to, not have it play during this video, because otherwise, obviously, they would be, mixing. And I can't seem to section it off. There's no, cut here, no scissors. So, but one other thing you can do here is, say you have a video and you don't this time want the music, you can, oh, that's not the video. Here, the video's here, sorry about that. So this one really should be extended out to here. Okay, and then here, if for say you didn't want any of the dialogue that's on this, maybe it was a slideshow and you didn't want the music, you wanted it to be not have a soundtrack, you can turn the music off by just sliding that little arrow. And you can also adjust the sound levels. So if it's just too loud, if this is very loud, maybe you want it middle, something like that. Same with this. Say you just want that like a background, not like super loud. Just click on it and slide it down. All right. So this is going to give you music in the intro, and then it will stop playing the music here. The video will play, and then you'll have an end slide that's 1.5 minutes long. Okay. So we're going to see what happens now if I try to publish it. And maybe click publish, don't click upload. And you're going to have to wait. So I'm going to stop this now and come back with a new video.